In my utopia, everyone will have the right to education because it is so important. Everyone will learn how to read and write as well. This will help people express themselves and communicate to one another.
In my utopia, everyone will have the right to work so they can earn money for their family so they can have shelter, clothes, and food. People also need money for gas so they can drive to work, take children on field trips and to school.
In my utopia, everyone would have the right to have leisure time so that men and women who work would be able to spend time with their families. Leisure time could be used for rest and relaxation.
In my utopia, there would be no trash on the ground and our community would be clean. There would be a lot of grass and a lot of less concrete and everyone would be playing and having fun.
In my utopia, everyone would have access to affordable, healthy foods. These things will help us to live longer and enjoy our lives for the better.
In my utopia, I will have freedom of expression so that my voice could be heard and people will listen to what I have to say. I will be able to create positive changes in my utopia.
In my utopia, peace is important. Peace means no violence, no killing. War over religion, territory, race, money, and drugs would no longer happen. People in my utopia would be able to trust in and believe in peace.
In my utopia, community would be strong. Our community will provide us with support and love so the people can be happy.
A utopia is someone's perfect world.
A utopia is where you have your own world, your own perfect world.
Utopia is a place where everything is perfect.
To me, utopia is a place where everybody can get along and it's for everybody to enjoy.
Do you see us? Do you see us in this war zone?
It is a grisly scene on the streets of East Oakland today.
When people see me, they think I'm going to be a fat, lazy pig drop dead drunk somewhere. If they really knew me, I'm a smart young man trying to build a better life for me and for those who will join me for the adventure of this world.
When I tell people that I go to Castlemont, the first reaction is, Castlemont? The one in Oakland?
Yep, Castlemont High School.
When I tell people that I attend Castlemont, they think that
I'm drama.
When I found out my dad wanted me to go to Castlemont, changed everything.
it's just a location.
It happened in the 7600 block of MacArthur Boulevard near 74th Avenue.
Is that really where you go? I heard some things about that.
They expect you not to be a punk. They expect you to be good at fighting. But what can I say? That's just how they see us.
It wasn't like how I thought it was, because I came to Oakland from Vallejo, so I used to think like, Oakland, heck bad. As soon as I walked out, she got shot. So, but it's not all like that.
When I get up in the morning, one thing that I'm looking forward to is actually just getting to school on time.
If they really knew Castlemont, they would know that us as students over there, we have a lot of potential, but they don't see that because they only look at our surroundings and what they done heard.
One of the most dangerous cities in the country is about 80 miles to our west. A national study based on population and crime data places Oakland top 5.
Where we come from, what we do, how we do it, we're underestimated as people.
People who doubt us, They think just because we live in flatlands and because there's people on the corners, because we come from an abusive family, they think that we don't have that capability, but we really do. I mean, we strive for something better. Who is she? Where is she from?
You got me feeling.
I'm not gonna tell them lies. Reality.
Our English learning language histories. And the research showed that
learning English in Japan is not always easy.
Many junior high school and high school students in Japan
study mainly grammar for entrance exams
and end up not being able to use English.
After many years of studies.
This is the inconvenient truth.
While most junior high school and high school teachers mean well,
and some of our teachers have been really great.
The truth is, many teachers are force-feeding grammar. This is an inconvenient truth.
A bit of grammar at the point of need can be useful.
But too much is too much.
It's boring.
We want to talk more.
Use English.
Talk to our classmates.
Sing songs.
Give presentations.
Write our own ideas.
Think seriously
about improving our world.
In short,
do things with language.
Not just listen to teachers.
Talk in Japanese.
When students speak English,
we still use grammar.
We learn vocabulary.
In language learning,
use it or lose it.
Asking may be a moment's embarrassment. Not asking is lifelong regret.
聞くは一時の恥、聞かぬは一生の恥。
We ask for change.
In English education in Japan,
for future generations, students want to use English more.
Less testing and grammar.
We think our teachers need a break from teaching to exams.
We think Mongsho could help
by changing the exam systems.
Our exams are literally killing some of us. You know, guys, this may not work.
It's okay, we can accept failure.
But we cannot accept not trying.
We dare to hope for change.
Thanks for at least trying to improve education for future generations.
ありがとうございます。
The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful trill of the things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
See, the clouds are creeping towards the sun. And I'm slipping away, unseen by anyone. The light is turning grey. The day is done.
First of all, education should be about merit. It shouldn't be about undocumented status or socioeconomic status. It should be completely about merit. And we are there. We are in schools working our asses off in high school to try to get into college. And when I'm turned down from UGA, Georgia State, solely because of my undocumented status, I think that is very, very unfair. And I think the underlying issue here is racism and discrimination.
Yes,
yeah.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I dreamed of walking with you, but I fell behind, looking for a road. I could not find. Is stirring and spring is near. There is no one close.
I went to a public high school.
There's no classes regarding personal finance.
I attended a very public high school.
I went to a public school.
I was in the honors program, so even though I was in honors math, that did not necessarily mean I had any financial coursework.
The public schools lack real life skill. They don't teach that in high school. We had guidance counselors, but they more so were trying to direct most of the students to go to a community college first.
They would joke that we were all going to work at McDonald's and flip burgers.
Don't
don't take out loans, do whatever you can not to. So I worked through university so that when I graduated, I didn't have any loans.
Well, when you have to sign a loan, you have to know they give you a series of questions you have to go through on the web page. I'm not sure if every loan's like this. I didn't really read it.
Then that begs the question is it the parent or guardian's responsibility to instill that type of skill set in their children, since it's obviously lacking in formal public education?
I think it's more of a task for parents.
So my sort of personal financial education that happened at home was just of thriftiness. There was just a value on not spending a lot of money or spending money only on important things.
Investment was always a part of the language of money around me, and I didn't know any differently.
And not everybody has a support structure and parents that are financially responsible to teach them outside of the school environment.
I'm not afraid of my money, and I'm not afraid of my debt.
It kind of terrifies me. I don't really know what else to think about it, but it's there.
I guess even now, as a 30-year-old who owns my own condo and bought it at 22, who is paying student loans, I still couldn't give you a list of quality, accurate financial reference material and be comfortable in the knowledge that it would provide sound advice. So I guess that's saying something about financial literacy, right? That I still don't have it or something?
This is America. When ordering, speak English. This is a sign outside of Geno's Steaks in Philadelphia. Many signs like this can be seen all throughout the United States.
According to the 2000 United States Census, of the 262.4 million questioned, only 18% spoke another language besides English in the home. Many countries speak multiple languages. To make us truly united, the United States should follow this example.
Our unwillingness to learn a language aside from English creates barriers, causing intolerance towards other cultures. We can alleviate this problem by implementing a system that requires young people to learn another language as a course requirement.
The government could also subsidize or offer tax breaks on language learning programs. For example, programs such as Rosetta Stone and Live Mocha.
We can increase programming that promotes speaking other languages, such as Dora the Explorer, Go Diego Go, and Muzzy.
For higher education, we as a society can implement a more hands-on approach via study abroad, foreign exchange programs, and pen pal programs. For young adults, we can do something as simple as changing the language settings on our Facebook.
With advances in technology, ignorance should be obsolete. We now have the capability to connect almost everyone in the world, regardless of their language, yet we still cannot fully communicate. The benefits of learning another language are limitless. For one, it allows us to connect socially with people of different cultures and backgrounds from our own.
By becoming a more multilingual country, we can profoundly expand the number of people we can communicate with. It also increases job opportunities in many careers where multilingualism is an essential asset.
Most of all, it will help strengthen relationships with other countries and help make the United States a true melting pot.
This is never ever gonna happen again.
this is never going to happen again.
New York has joined 6 other states in equality for marriage.
Gay marriage got passed at 11:30 at night by the New York State Legislature.
I saw you taking your photo here. Why were you doing that?
Well, I'm just really proud to be here, you know, and this is actually my first Pride Parade.
Do you feel like this is like this generation's Stonewall Inn moment?
Honestly, I kind of did. I mean, it passed in the legislative, which is a big deal, as opposed to Massachusetts, where it first passed due to a court passing. So to have the Senate stand up and for human rights, I feel like it was kind of a bigger deal.
And I'm like so proud that the marriage bill got passed, so I thought this would be as good a year as ever to go.
You know, I remember being here 20 years ago at Pride, and this wasn't even a dream in anyone's head.
I'm totally for it. I think that everyone should be equal. I think that no matter lesbian, gay, straight, bi, transgender, no matter what you are, you should be treated the same way. And they should have the same rights. They should get married too.
We're on our honeymoon actually. We got married in Amsterdam, Europe, in the Netherlands last week, and we're here on our honeymoon.
A lot of young people have stopped us on the streets and asked us if we were going to get married, and I answered the question the same way I did for you.
It's such an occasion to be here with the passing of the law and then having the gay pride here. It's just the perfect honeymoon.
The kids seem to be very cheered by the fact that we've been together for so long, because there's a big mythology out there that gay people can't stay together.
And what do you think is the next step for equality, like true equality?
I think that this will help bolster just people around the country to speak up for what they believe in, and make maybe some people who are afraid of speaking out because they were a Republican or a conservative or whatever, make people more willing to, as Dean Skelos said when they voted, to allow them to vote their conscience as opposed to on a party line.
You know, good for New York. I think all the states should follow. I think everyone should be proud of civil rights in general. You know, it's not just for the gays. When we vote for gay marriage, it's a vote for you. It's a vote for equality for everybody. So I think it's really important for people to remember that.
This is the best. This is the best. By far, the whole best, because hello, we can get married now. Ow! Gay marriage!